Uttita Hasta Padangusthasana. It's another great pose for women. They should practice it every day, but also for men because it gives a great balance, leg stability, and align well the hips. The normal posture, we start with lifting the knee, and after gripping your toe, big toe, and slowly start to stretch your legs. It's always more important stability than stretching the legs, so don't worry if you cannot fully stretch the legs. It's very important that you keep the spine straight and the upper arm inside the socket. After, slowly rotate your femur from the hips and again stretch your leg to the side as well. Other hands can be on the hip and look on the other way. See as your back and front part of the body is evenly engaged and you are very narrow from the side. And eventually you can grab your big toe with the other hand and slowly start rotating your upper body, and you may stretch your arms or you can place your arms on your sacrum as well and look back if you can. Don't lose your balance. You can do these asanas without resting, one after the other. And now let's see the modification. As a preparation, it's always good to do some hip rotation in both directions with both legs. Try to get the connection between the femur and the hip joint and be stable on the other leg. And after, just raise your knee, bend it, interlace finger in front of your knee and try to push the knee as close to the chest as possible. Feel the stability into the core, into the hip area and the femur. It's very important that you tuck in your hips a little bit. You tuck forward your hips, and then the position will become more easier. And as I said before, stability is always more important than stretching. So until you are not very stable, don't stretch further. And if you lose balance at the beginning, you can have the wall as a support. You can place your palm on the wall as well. Or you can keep the legs completely bended while you're doing the asanas. Like modification for elderly people, usually they do with a wall support, palm on the wall, and with the legs bending all the time. And still, it's very challenging for them, and it gives a great strength to the legs. Usually elderly people cannot balance well after 40 hours. Balance is deteriorating very quickly, but if you practice it for a few times, then after your balance will improve. You can also do the asanas with the help of the belt as I show you on the video. And eventually I would like to show you some variation or some advanced posture. It's very important that you tuck in well the hip. And after, you can start stretching the legs up to the sky, the heel, and you can place your chin to your shin. And it's quite a big split, it's quite a good stretch, it gives a great stability. To balance well, it's important to ground with the big toe, with the ball of your big toe and with your heel as well, and engage the back part of the body. You can bring your legs to the side as well. And now let's see a wall version with the support of the wall. This modification really strengthens your heel muscles and gives you heel power. So you're placing your legs first bended and after straight to the wall sole touching the wall and pressing with your heels, and slowly after stretch between the supported leg heels and crown. Stretch your spine, insert your spine inside the body. You can make a twist here as well, but see that the legs should be parallel with each other, or you can do a back bend as well and just observe what's happening in your body.